thanks for joining me today for Pilates Sculpt with props. I'm Brittany Clark, and I'll be taking you through today's lesson. We're going to use a playground ball today. So get one of those and let's get started. We're going to begin with the ball just behind our upper back, right between the shoulder blades. Let's bring our feet in fairly close to our bottom, hands go behind the head, and just take the upper back and just allow it to stretch back, open over that ball. Just take a couple of breaths back here, enjoy it. It feels really nice. And then close it up. I'm gonna roll the ball just a tiny bit up higher towards my head, and we're gonna do the same thing. So back over the ball you go. Just allow the arms to fall open, the head fall back. You're not trying to look anywhere, do anything, just let go. And then bring yourself back up. Go ahead and turn sideways. So they call this mermaid. You want your feet both headed in the same direction. If it's more comfortable to be like this, you sure can do that. Otherwise, just go ahead and stack the feet. You're gonna put one hand on the ball. Let's take the opposite arm, and we're gonna do a nice lateral bend. So as I go over, I'm applying pressure on this bottom arm, and I'm actively reaching this top arm. And then I'm gonna pull myself up, and then I'm gonna go the opposite way. And then we're gonna do it again. Roll the ball out and laterally stretch, and then come back up. Other way. This feels really good. Let's go one more time. Side bend over. And then all the way up. Other side. Feet go around the opposite direction, of course. I'm gonna scoot just here a little bit. Okay, so we've got our ball. Opposite arm is gonna travel up as we laterally bend, and then we pull ourselves back up, and then opposite stretch. That's the part that feels good. Again, go ahead and lean out over that ball, get a nice side bend, and up. Let's get one more time here. Here we go. All right. Let's start in a seated position. We're gonna put the ball between the thighs, and let's go down onto our backs. We're gonna bridge. So I want you to begin, let's just move the pelvis around a little bit. Just notice that it's got a lot of range of motion, and then find yourself somewhere it's settled and neutral. What we wanna do is an imprint. So that means that you're gonna actively connect the lower abdomen muscles, and I want you to pelvic tilt. So just barely tuck the pelvis under. Like you're just sliding your tail out of the way, and then you kind of release it. So there's just this sort of subtle movement here in the lumbar spine. So right here, we're just scooting under and then releasing. So that's our imprint. You want to tuck the tail under, and then let's continue. We go past that imprinted position, drive through the heels, and let's rise up. So we're going for a nice straight line between our thighs and our shoulders. Actively press down into the arms. Feel the opening through the front of the shoulders and chest. And then just soften and just melt your way down from top to tail. And then release back. Find that neutral pelvis to begin again. Exhale, we curl under. Engage those muscles in the lower belly, and then we rise up. So of course, as we're pressing, we get butt and hamstrings, and then add a little extra with those triceps. And then down we go. One more time, it feels so good. Breath in, and then exhale, we go up. This is one of the best exercises you can do for your back. Hold it here, and then down we go. All right, let's take those arms out like a T. And then we're gonna go into that imprinted position again, and then bring our legs up to tabletop. So go ahead and give the ball a little hug. We want the adductors or inner thigh muscles to activate. And let's take the legs as far as we can go towards one side. We might be able to go almost all the way down. And then pull through middle and legs to the opposite side. And back up. And again, side. And then up. And side, and up. One more each way. Get a nice rotational stretch. They're really pulling on those obliques. One more. And up. All right, I'm gonna take the ball out, and I'm gonna relocate it right underneath my bottom. So it's completely on your butt with just a tiny bit on the lower back. You want to create sort of an assistant so that it helps maintain some lumbar flexion. Arms are going to stay at your side. We're going for that imprint again. So sort of press into the softness of the ball and then take the top one leg followed by the second. Now you'll know right away if you're in the right position or not. If you're in the wrong position, you'll already feel straight in the low back. That's a no-go. So reposition until you're there. All right, legs are together. We're gonna start by just taking those legs straight up and then we're gonna bend and press. So usually when we elevate the hips, what we thought was hamstring tightness, we don't have anymore. It was actually low back tightness. So those people who maybe can't straighten their legs normally find that they can here, which is so liberating. One more time, let's lengthen those legs up nice and long. Okay, here's where the ab work comes in. Hope you're ready. We're gonna take one leg and we're gonna take it down as low as possible. Feel the opposition working right in the belly, and then we bring it back up. Take the leg down, and then return it vertical. So meanwhile, the legs, what they're doing becomes quite intuitive. It's very simple for the brain to do what the legs are doing. So let's think of something else. Let's think about what's happening in the abs. So as our leg travels down, I want you to really press your navel towards your spine. You're gonna think about what's happening in your shoulders and your neck. Are you able to remain tension free up here? And just localize all the effort between your ribs and your hip bones. Okay, so that's your focus. We're gonna send the legs as a team now. So they're going down and up. Inhale, the legs travel down, belly, belly, belly pulls in, and then you lift it back up. So all that stuff we just talked about, that applies here. More so, because two legs are heavier than one. So it's even more critical we maintain an imprint. And let's get 5 more. They're so good for your lower belly and safe on the lower back. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna draw circles. So not really circles, kind of like ovals. So about the width of the mat, as low as you want to take them together and then right up through the middle. Now what we can do is as the legs come up to us, we don't have to stop vertical. We can pull a little bit deeper. Notice my tail doesn't even lift off the ball. It gives you a little help, but it doesn't take all the work away, as you'll notice. You really have to draw your navel in deeply to pull those legs towards your shoulders. Let's get one more. And then I want you to go in reverse. So circles and ovals, you'll learn to go both ways, always. So up. Inhale on the way down, and use that exhale to pull those legs up. And lift. 2 more. And last time. All right, let's bend those knees. And we're gonna put the feet down one at a time. Go ahead and take your butt off the ball. And let's go ahead and just roll ourselves up back to seated. I want you to put the ball between your belly and the thighs, and you're gonna just reach under and grab the back of the knees. This is like a rolling like a ball prep. So I want you to begin just seated behind the tailbone. Now, what I notice a lot of times is that people let their legs kick out. I want you to do your best to pull your feet in towards your body. You're gonna round your back. Let's go big here at the beginning. Go ahead and rock back and roll back up and stop. And again, we go backward and forward. Okay, that feels pretty good, right? Now let's work a little bit harder. We're not gonna go all the way to the shoulders. You're gonna stop just at the ribs. So we go back and up. And you might notice there is a different sensation happening in the waist. When we take away the momentum, it's much more challenging. Okay, here's your next increasing challenge. Take your hands out from behind your thighs, and instead I want you to grab your ankles. Same, go big first, okay? Get one of those out of your way, now slow it down. Your tighter little ball shape. is going to make momentum much harder, which means that the abs have to work a lot harder. One more. Okay, we're gonna change where the ball is. Keep the thighs together, and now you're holding the ball with the back side of the legs. The knees are together, and I'm still gonna go down there for those ankles. Let's go right into it. We already warmed up. So we're gonna skip the big one. We're gonna go right into just at the ribs and up. And just to the ribs and up. So it's a little bit harder for most in this position because you are a tighter little ball than you were. Let's get one more. All right. We're gonna put the ball under our chest. So when I lie down on my belly, I'm gonna go like right at the top of my stomach, sort of right at the base of my breastbone. So as you lie on your stomach and you put the ball underneath, you want to feel almost like you have a supported little ramp, okay? So get a nice upper back extension. The legs are gonna reach for the back corners of the mat and make sure they're in a turnout position. It's more forgiving in your lower back mobility. So elbows are finding their way to the floor. And let's just go real simple at the beginning. You're gonna take your upper back and you're gonna just drape it over the ball. And then you're gonna just lift up. Now don't use your legs and don't use your butt muscles. I want you to focus on just using the upper back. So shoulders up to neckline. All right, that feels nice. It's really easy and it feels nice. It's easy, like we've got assistance here going over this ball and then coming up. All right, now we're gonna stay put. Let's do the same thing with our arms in the air. So as we go down, I want you to reach forward and then pull towards the ribs as you rise back up. Lengthen and up. A tiny bit more challenging now because we don't have the assistance of the arms. We're gonna stay right here. Now let's shift those hands into a double salute. So the hands are forehead. Keep your hips and your legs grounded. I want you to rotate until one elbow dries or touches the ground. And then we pause back in the middle, turn the other way. Elbow down, and middle. So the challenge here is just sort of taking our spine in parts. We want to only rotate the upper thoracic spine. We've pinned our ribs down and we've pinned our hips down. And we're just swiveling in the upper back. It's nice. And twist. Okay, we're gonna make it a little bit bigger. You're gonna turn. Now this top arm is gonna reach, and once it's reaching, let's go a little bit higher. Come down, hands to forehead, center. Turn, top arm goes, a little bit higher. Down, hands together, middle. Turn, reach, lift, together, turn, reach, lift, lower, together, one more, lengthen the arm, up a little, down, hands together, other side, reach, lift, lower, hands together, and let's take it back. And we're gonna round our backs here. Let's get both hands over to one edge and pull your hips in the opposite direction. We're gonna go to the other side. Let's get this ball behind one of the knees. We can be up here on hands where I'm gonna be today. Well, if you need to take it down, you can come down here. It'll be less on the wrists and even easier on your butt, okay? So if you're able to, let's start here. Now watch the back is into hammock. You wanna make a nice straight back. And I'm going to tuck both of my toes under. All right, this leg with the ball, he's going up and down. So we're gonna try to take the thigh until the thigh is in line with our backs. And then knee to knee, and lift, and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. We're gonna take it turned out and down. So I'm just rotating the leg at the hip joint and doing an external rotation in neutral. Point the knee and toes to the side. 4, 3 more, 2, and then I'm gonna keep that turn out. I'm gonna take it down and lift, and down and lift. So I'm just sort of following the direction of my calves. So I've kind of made this a little bit of a diagonal with that line. 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're gonna hold it up on 10. Little bitty circles, draw them with your knees. 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember I said circles go both ways? Again, reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and bring it down. All right, you should be feeling that. Let's put the ball on the other leg. Here we go. So find that neutral. One other thing to think about is the shoulders. Make sure that you're really pressing the floor away from your chest. You're staying up away from gravity. And we're gonna go up. Nice neutral back. You want those shoulder blades to stay apart. 4, 5, and lift only so high that you feel it in your tush. You don't want to feel it in your low back. 8, 9, we're holding that leg up. We turn and neutral. Now I'm only turning my thigh and my hip joint. I'm not letting my hips rotate also. 6, 7, pull the waist in. 8, 9, and hold it. Now we've got a little angle. Down and up. And up. Up. 4, 1 to 10. 6, 7. You should feel that. I do. One more time. Hold it up. And little circles with the knee. 4, 5. What's happening to shoulders? 7, 8. Reverse. 10. No bigger than a cup. Tiny little circles. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and take it down. Ball comes out. Little hip stretch. So just push the hips in one way and pull the hands in the other. And then we got the other side to do. Let's keep insulting those legs just for a minute. We're gonna do some bridging with our feet on the ball. Down you go. We're gonna put our feet right on top of the ball. It is critical that your feet don't start too far away, as this will result most certainly in some connections in the calves more than you want. So we don't need anybody cramping here. I want you to pull your feet in really close. I want the legs to close together. Notice my toes, they're grabbing onto that ball like I'm a little bird holding onto a perch. I'm gonna press my thighs together. I'm kegling or tightening up my pelvic floor muscles, and I'm gonna squeeze my butt, and then the rest is easy. So once you're there, you just lift and lower. I promise you, if you are not squeezing your bottom, your hamstrings will get very angry with you. So let's make it teamwork back there. You're gonna squeeze your buttons before you lift. Don't let those toes let go of the ball. We wanna make sure the calves are working and the feet. 3 and 2. Let's stay up here, guys. Right here, baby. Pulses up and up and up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and drop it down slow. Long legs go out, roll right over the ball. Let's get a roll up. So arms are up. Let's go ahead and heel ourselves up and just reach right over and grab the feet. We're gonna come down and do another set of those bridges. So coming right back down into our backs. Bring the ball in close. So what's gonna happen here is once we get to the top, we're gonna roll the ball just the length of the foot toward the heel, and then we're gonna pull it back in. So that's the range. Okay, easy when our butt's down, not as easy when our butts are up. So we're gonna try it, of course, from the side. Let's start the same. Grab hold of the ball, you're a little bird. Squeeze the thighs together, pelvic floor, squeeze your butt. The rest is easier. Here we go, up. All right, we're going to the heel and we're toe. Heel and toe, that's 2. And 3, we're going to 10, 4. Squeeze the ball with your toes, it really makes a difference. And 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop the hips, legs go out. You should feel the hamstrings. Let's come all the way up. And we're reaching. And then we're gonna come all the way up. You don't need the ball, I'm just gonna put it here between my legs so I don't lose it. Nice and tall back. Really important that your back is straight, not as important that the legs are straight. So get comfy. Arms are like a T. Inhale, we're seated very tall, facing the middle, and then we're gonna turn 3, little more, 2, more still, 1, return middle, opposite way, and 2, and 3, back to center, turn, taller, and even taller, and then back to the middle, and we turn, 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 face the middle, 1 more each way, 2, 3, back to center, and 1, 2, 3, and center. Legs together. We're gonna use the ball like it's a wheel. So our hands are gonna be on either end, and basically we're gonna be rolling the ball along the line of the body. So we're gonna put that ball right at our feet and just curve forward. You're gonna take the ball, and I want you to roll it down right over the body, and then just take it straight behind. When the arms are next to the ears, watch that you don't lose this connection here. You need to tighten it together. So we call that knitting the ribs together. Keep it all under control. Let's begin. So we bring that ball right past our body, put it on your chest right away, and let's start to follow the ball as we go towards our feet. And then we slowly come right back down. You want to try your best to maintain that your feet stay connected to the floor. Bend the elbows, put it right on your belly, and we're going to follow the ball up. So we use props like this in a roll up. Mostly the intention is that we kill any momentum because so many people really swing their arms to come up. So this just allows you to think about something else and really isolate the muscles so that we can contract them slowly. Let's try it. 3 more, just like this. Overhead. And, woo, I lost my ball. 3. Let's go down. Overhead. And up. 2. 1 more time. All the way up. And then we're gonna be here. Now, this gets a little bit more exciting. So what I'd like you to do is to lift one leg up in the air. So this is kind of like a teaser. So we're gonna lift, you know what, let's be even kinder. So we're gonna bend one knee into tabletop. So we're gonna reach for the foot, and then we're gonna go down that leg, and then overhead. Bend it, put it right on that thigh, and we're going right up to that foot. Okay? Down and over. And up. 1 more. Bend. And we're up. Switch legs. So as you come up, put it right up on that thigh. So I'm not in a true tabletop. That way it allows me, because I'm moving my way towards the leg being straight. So we want to have a little bit of a forward trajectory with that ball as we come up. So keep the leg just a little further out then. A perfect tabletop. 1 more. And down. Okay. Legs, both of them are going to come up. So we're going to put the ball towards those thighs. And as we come up, let's roll it right up to those feet. And we're going to slowly take it all the way down. Make sure those ribs are connected. Put it right there, Roll it up to the feet. Slowly coming back down. 3 more. Up. And 2. 1 more. Stay here. Keep those legs up. Tap. 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 Option. Legs down. Tap and tap. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And other side, put the feet down. Just stretch straight forward. All right, we're gonna keep the ball just out of the way for a second. We're going to stop. So similar to our spine twist, you're lengthening up tall, rotate and reach, lengthen the spine, center, turn, reach, up, middle, twist, reach, lift, center, turn, reach. Let's get 1 more each way. Turn and reach, lift, middle, final, turn, reach, middle, and turn. All right, we're gonna put the ball behind our bodies, right at the ankles, and then we're gonna be down here on our bellies. So anytime we're prone, you wanna make sure that your hips and your pubic bone are on the mat evenly. And take the legs straight out and the arms straight out. Now, if you need to laterally rotate the legs, do so. Otherwise, keep it in neutral. I want to lift up so the ball is off the ground as our glutes or as much of my thighs as I can. And I'm going to lift my upper body. Now, I'm not so high that I can't not use my arms, but I'm going to keep my hands on the ground. And we're going to just squeeze the ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold the legs up. Arms are floating. Now just swim with the arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Arms are back. Dive, lift, and up. So this is your breaststroke with your legs more closely adapted. 5, and 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold it. My palms face in, ball, and squeeze it. Squeeze, just the legs, just from the booty. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's take a break. Bend the knees side to side with the legs. And let's go ahead and back it up. We're going to take a nice rounded back here. And I'm just going to leave the ball there so I don't lose it. So the hands are under your shoulders and knees are just under the hips. Let's go ahead and round our backs up with a nice cat. And then drop the belly, lift the head into kneel. Round the spine. And extend. 1 more. Round. And extend. Now we're gonna go up and stay up. So we're in flexion. Press into one side of the waist. Drop it down through the center. Press into the other side. It's like we're gonna take a hula hoop around our waist. At the top this time, we'll go reverse. So around, drop through the waist, and up. Take it to the side. Okay, and from here, let's just end the way we started. So we're gonna send our feet to one side for mermaid. Place the ball on the outside edge from the feet. And we're gonna take a nice lateral stretch. looking up towards the ceiling, and then we come back up, and then take the mat and go towards the feet. 2 more on this side. Lengthen over, get a nice lateral bend, and then all the way back up, and then over. One more time. Should feel so nice. We did quite a bit here on the abs and the obliques today, so this is a nice little treat. All right, take the legs around to the opposite side. And let's do it. Go ahead and laterally bend, just rolling down on that ball, look up to the ceiling, and then make sure we're back up. And then we'll reach over. Again. Lengthen to the side. And we're up. And up. One more. Out we go. Stretch. And we're back up. Okay, so that concludes our Pilates Sculpt with props class today. Great job, and I'll see you next time.